What's going on, Joe fans? Centex Collector here with another review for G.I. Joe Classified Law and Order. Got this off of Amazon, figure 157. I noticed here, this looks like Beachhead, and maybe this is from like a throwback to the movie, G.I. Joe movie, back in '87. So as you know, Law was part of the Rawhides in the '87 G.I. Joe the movie. And this is obviously a deluxe type figure because we got Order in here. So here he is in the packaging. Insert. Let's go ahead and crack him out. So first impression, yeah, I'm digging it. And then just a quick glance at the '87 Law and Order. We'll get into that real quick. But yeah, I like it. But it's funny that they released him now, but they didn't do the Legacy Police Officer. Assuming a lot of this stuff they'll reuse for him. But accessories, so he's got a bunch of hands, which I think these are just reused from Mutt or Sergeant Slaughter, one of those where they start doing all these hands. We've got 3 sets of hands. All those I'll just put on my eBay store. I don't need those. They gave him some handcuffs, which I had already 3D printed some stuff just in case. But there's the handcuffs. So they gave you, there's like a pair there already molded in. And this pair here. Here we go. You would put in there, but it doesn't really, I don't know why they, I guess to make it fit easier. And then he's got a knife. And then, of course, his typical pistol, Glock, whatever it's supposed to be. Which I like how they did that, molded on. I wasn't sure how they were gonna get that off. Oh, maybe it's fodder from Mutt. Because I was wondering how they were going to do the vest from Mutt. They actually changed up the vest. It's similar, but it's different. So there's a knife with Mutt. So yeah, it looks like it's the same knife. So this knife is just fodder from Mutt. And then this pistol. Oh, it's a different pistol of Mutt. And the holster is slightly different. I was wondering how much stuff that they were gonna borrow from Mutt. And that vest is different in the waist. Huh. That's interesting. So it is similar but different. I do like how they did like the walkie here. So that's cool. And then of course his helmet like the original. Then he's got his billy club or nightstick, whatever you want to call it. I gave him a good little loop there. So that's cool. And he's got this like Uzi. Yeah, so just like the original, he had a billy club on the original. Had his pistol here on the original. And the original had a Uzi as well. Mag doesn't come out though, but and then I guess, yeah, it's weird you'd have a full-blown holster for an Uzi on your leg, but that's what they did. So that's cool, I guess. There's Law. And we'll compare him to the original, but what I was really worried about is they did do a new sculpt for Order, because he's a German Shepherd, and Junkyard was a Rottweiler, and then they gave that Pit Bull to Road Pig. And the Pit Bull is similar to the Rottweiler, but different. But no, it looks like they did a whole new sculpt for the German Shepherd. They have this canine vest on, MP collar, like the original. They didn't give him a leash this time, but the original had this collar. Just look at the size comparison with 1/18 to 1/12. That's crazy. But they made them as close as they could. I mean, obviously this thing was horrible, but it was great for its time. But you can see they did make them similar. So, and like I was saying, Law was part of the Rawhides, the new recruits that Beachhead was training in G.I. Joe the movie. And I had made a custom Big Lob, and now we got Big Lob coming out as well. He's got a swappable head. That's how you can take off the collar if you wanted to. And he's got his ferocious head there. And then his regular. And then they gave him like this mask. I guess it's for riding in a vehicle or something, maybe. But I gave him that for some reason. Kind of doofy. I'll probably never use it, but it's the thought that counts. And you can see these handcuffs already popped out, so that was a bad idea. They should have having that one side. Yeah, so it's not a good idea to even put your handcuffs in here because they're not going to stay. But it's the thought that counts, I guess. But, and then you got full articulation like your other dogs. Legs move, the tail's gonna move. And you got, yeah, this dog's got more articulation than McFarlane figure. Shots fired! Shots fired! It looks like his, oh yeah, so his torso back here moves too. Of course the head. So yeah, got crazy articulation on this dog. Get your life together, McFarlane. So there's that. And then just comparison with the dogs. So yeah, so the German Shepherd is going to be about the same, but yeah, a little taller than Rottweiler, which I would expect. Stobies are pretty, or not Doberman, Rottweilers are a little shorter dogs, but they're still good sized. And then lastly, we get to the man himself. So the boots, they kept similar. Pants, they made a little darker. Obviously, they gave him knee pads like they keep doing. He didn't have, he just had pouches on his sides. A little darker waist. And they emulated the, yeah, there we go. So there's the handcuffs on the original right there. Oh yeah, they kept this left bracelet, or right arm bracelet, and left arm, I guess that's a watch or something. Then they gave him MP. Oh, this thing actually shifts around. But they gave him MP like the original. And then darker vest. And the shirt's pretty close match. They kept the pistol right here. They updated it, so they took out these grenades and put the updated walkie-talkie. Gave him his badge up here. The face actually looks similar. Gave him the MP. For some reason, they kind of made this one all beat up. Again, the same color hair, style too. They did a good job of taking something basic. It's like going from Nintendo NES to the modern Xbox. So yeah, they did a killer job of updating Law for us. I've been waiting on him because, like I said, I had already made a custom Big Lob, and honestly, I never thought they were gonna make Big Lob, because even back in ARA, they made like 2 Big Lobs, and even the first Big Lob to come out was years after the movie had came out. And then he did like a Collector's Club Big Lob, I think, in like after 2008. But yeah, there we go. Yeah, man, this is definitely, you have to, I mean, if you were a fan of G.I. Joe movie or the prime, to me, that was their prime years, were 85 to like 89. So big thumbs up for me. Definitely need to get, especially just for getting order as well. Like, comment, subscribe. JJ out.